I've got a question for you. Are you hungry? Looking for something to stuff your face with until you're filled to the brim? Well, look no further. Introducing the egg. Eggs are like the superfood of the food pyramid. Not only is an egg a great source of protein, but you also don't have to feel bad about eating more than one at a time, since on average a large egg is only about 80 calories. But you might say to me, Seth, I don't know how to cook eggs, and every time I cook other things they come out looking kind of dubious. Well, don't worry, I'm going to help you out because this is how to boil an egg in 5 minutes or less. So the first thing you're going to want to do, after you've gotten your eggs out of the fridge, is go ahead and crack one in a bowl. Wait.
That's not right!
So the actual first thing you're going to want to do is find a nice sized pot to put your eggs in and fill it about 2/3 full with cool or cold water. A good rule of thumb is that the water should go about an inch over the tops of the eggs when they're in the pot. Place the pot on the stove and turn up the heat to the highest setting so the water starts to boil as quickly as possible. And while you're waiting, you can do pretty much anything, as long as you don't forget you have eggs on the stove. I like to read books personally. Pete the cat has built a tree house. After,
One eternity later.
go ahead and check to see if the water has started to boil. At this point, you can go ahead and set your timer. If you like a medium boiled egg where the yolk is softer like me, you're going to want to set the time to around 6 to 8 minutes. But if you're one of those plebs who likes a hard boiled egg, then the 10 to 12 minute mark is going to be perfect for you. And then it's back to our book. A party? Says Pete. But what will everyone do? I can help with that, says Elma. This is great, says Pete. Let's do it. Okay, not gonna lie, it was taking forever for these things to boil, so I had to get a new pot, as you see here. So now our eggs are finally boiling, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so we're back, and the eggs are finally done. Now it's time to take them off the stove and cool the eggs. Please be careful, because the pot and water will be extremely hot. Turn the heat off first, so you don't burn everything down to the ground.
Why did you set me on fire, SpongeBob?
Bring the pot over to the sink, don't mind these dirty dishes, and start to add cool water into the pot to slowly bring down the temperature of the eggs. To get them to cool quickly afterwards, I like to add ice cubes into my water like so. Set a timer for around 5 minutes, and now that's it. The eggs are all cooked. All you have to do is wait for them to cool. And you know what that means. He calls his friends. I built a tree house. Reading is too hard. Forget it. Anyways, now that our eggs are cooled off, you're all done. Goodbye.
Bye, have a great time.
Oh wait, am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, you want to eat these eggs too, don't you? Well, it might take a few extra minutes, but let me show you how to crack them too, because this is how to boil and prepare eggs in 5 minutes or less. Start by bringing your cooled off eggs over to the counter and make a bunch of tiny cracks in them just like this. Yeah, alright. Wait, that's not enough. Oh yeah, that's the trick. Hear that sound? That's the stuff. Slowly pick off pieces of the egg until all the shell is removed. Sometimes you'll even get a really long strip like this. Look at that. Yeah, satisfying. Once the shell is removed, take the egg over to the sink and rinse it off thoroughly, making sure there aren't any more bits of eggshell on it. Then put them in a pot just for the clean eggs, unless you like your eggs extra crunchy. Okay, now all the eggs are done and there are several things you could do with them. You could chop them up and put them in a salad. You can crack them open and wait. Let me show you how I like to eat them. Why don't you take some mustard and put it in a bowl, and take some mayo and mix it in together in the same bowl, and then you get some pepper and mix it in, and I swear it's the most delicious thing you've ever had. Just listen to this for a second. Aw, yeah. Okay, that's all you need to know. But we've still got a lot of time left over, so what should we do? Well, how about a jump scare? Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.